program, we want to make it as easy as possible for our retailers to reach out to the consumer. So it's just a good way of basically providing a program where Brendan and other stores don't have to do a ton of upfront work, and we're able to kind of get our images out in front of the consumer without forcing them to, they've got a lot of other things on their plate, so we want to make sure it's going to be as easy as possible. And one of our big marketing campaigns is this campaign where we ask kind of post questions on social media and magazines, kind of some other spots. Where we ask the question basically, what if everybody ran? How would the world be different? We basically try to recognize that running is something that anybody can do, and it's something that consumers obviously love to do. So one of the ways we try to differentiate ourselves from some of our competitors is kind of trying to involve our customers and kind of create a community. So there's two sides. There's the technology side of it, and you have sort of a community side.
For us, we were able to make that list because of, I would say, what we use to differentiate ourselves from competition, which is sort of our customer service and our sort of, we like to kind of build community around the store. It really works because if you go into running shoes, I don't know how many of you guys are runners, but it can make a real big difference if you have the right shoes or the wrong shoes. If you've got the wrong kind, your shins hurt, your knees hurt, your hips hurt. And if you have the right kind, you can be doing the same stuff and be feeling really good. So, if you walk into just a big box store like the Sports Authority or something like that, you walk in and you say, oh, I need a pair of running shoes. Someone will go, well, there's the running shoe aisle, go pick one out. If you come into our store, we take a look at your feet, we see the way they move, we help you try stuff on, we can make recommendations. We can answer questions about, let's say you're trying to improve your mile time, and we can kind of tell you how to go about doing that. So we kind of offer a lot of personal service that maybe other places don't. And we also like to get people to use their shoes. So we have a lot of free fun runs, we do a lot of events. We help out with the local 5Ks in town, all those types of things, we go to track meets. So that kind of sense of community where kind of people I think of our store as a little bit more of a hangout or sort of a neighborhood kind of place too, just a big sort of place where you can walk in and just grab stuff.
Any questions from the successful has Sayville Running Company been at the expansion of successful that?
So Sayville's done a good job. I'm still working there, and I don't have a real gig. It's my full-time job. So I'm loving that. And then the expansion, to be honest with you, it's kind of too early to say. We just kind of moved there in May, so seems to be going all right so far, but time to tell with that.
I will say Brendan's a pretty modest guy in general, but speaking from my side of it, I'm working with retailers all over the place. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stores that kind of sell these shoes, and for Sayville Running Company to be named to that top 50 in America is it's really a big deal. He's doing something right there. So.
Jake, do you have a question? Stand up, Jake.
Would you find more people that come to your store are locals or are from out of town?
So I would say most people that come in are from Sayville and surrounding towns. So not too far. We do get some people from people who are visiting because they're here on vacation or visiting family, or they used to live here and they're coming home to see their parents, that type of thing. But I'd say mostly Sayville, Bayport, Patchogue, Babylon, kind of that whole South Shore of Long Island kind of area. Probably where we pull from the most. Because there's really only a handful of stores like us on the island. So every town doesn't have a running shoe store. There's maybe 6 or 7 or something like that. So people are pretty used to traveling a little bit to get them.
How do you differentiate your store and value product compared to stores like Nike, Under Armour, Dick's, etc.?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. It's tricky. We're a smaller brand, so a lot of times we have a smaller budget. So a big focus of ours, to differentiate ourselves is really we have to hustle a lot to make sure that our community, basically we have to make sure that our brand is getting out there. We don't have some of the resources that a Nike or an Under Armour might be able to spend on TV ads or endorsing major athletes. So what we do is we really try and focus on A, making the best possible product, and B, making sure we're kind of out and hustling as much as we can to have our dealers know how good our product is. For us, our retailers are super important. They're going to be the ones that are recommending the shoes. So we really try and make a focus on getting shoes on staff members' feet at their store, and just making sure they're aware kind of our technology, what separates us from a Nike or an Under Armour. So when a customer comes in, they might not necessarily recognize us, but staff is going to be able to recommend them. So, yeah, thanks.